Coming up on LUTV News, an off-duty officer was shot at a Walmart in Ferguson. We have new details on the suspect.
Plus, construction on the Blanchette Bridge could cause commuter headaches. We will tell you how you can get around it.
And St. Charles County considers a new proposal that will bring some changes to the Main Street nightlife.
Those stories and more ahead on LUTV News. Welcome to this edition of LUTV News. I'm Catherine Jacome.
And I'm Seth Chilcutt. Thank you for joining us.
An off-duty police officer is recovering after he was shot at the Ferguson Walmart. The attack occurred around 7:15 Sunday evening inside the Walmart on West Florissant Avenue. Sergeant Ben Granda says it's all hands on deck in the search for the suspect.
We've got a large amount of our resources out here, including the Metro Air Support K-9 unit, many uniformed officers from the Division Patrol searching for this individual now.
The officer confronted the suspect about shoplifting, but then the suspect pulled out a gun and fired several shots. Police say the gunman is a black man about 5'7" and looks to be in his mid-20s. Take a look here. He has braided hair with a ponytail and was wearing a green jacket, gray sweatpants and black flip-flops. Police have not identified the injured officer, but he is expected to be okay. Anyone with information is urged to call the St. Louis Police County or Crime Stoppers.
Police are still looking for a gunman who shot a 6-year-old girl in the Gravois Park neighborhood Saturday afternoon. A security camera caught one of the 3 men shooting repeatedly along Pennsylvania Avenue near where the young girl was shot. The girl was taken to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. While investigators won't say much, they have revealed that one of the men is reportedly 24 years old.
More than 1,100 former Justice Department officials have signed a letter calling for Attorney General William Barr to resign. They say his recommendation of a lesser sentence for Robert Stone is evidence of political interference. It all started with President Donald Trump tweeting about the DOJ's prison sentence Roger Stone. Stone was convicted of lying during the Mueller investigation. Barr responding to the tweet by saying he could take a closer look at the original sentencing suggestion. Some Trump supporters have said that was an abnormally harsh sentence. Despite the letter, officials do not expect Barr to actually step down. Missouri is the only state in the nation without a prescription drug monitoring program, but that could change this week if the Missouri House gives the final approval. The House voted last week 95-56 to move forward on the bill. Opponents argue that it will not stop illegal drug use and it could cause privacy concerns, but supporters like State Representative and bill sponsor Holly Render says we must listen to addiction specialists and doctors. If the House gives the final approval, the plan could move on to the Missouri Senate.
Vandals hit Washington Avenue in downtown St. Louis Sunday night. The glass doors at Robert Gallery Lofts were found shattered Monday morning, and more damage was seen between Tucker and 4th Street. It's not clear if anything was stolen. Police are investigating.
Downtown St. Charles is looking to revise its liquor laws again. St. Charles passed new rules in 2018 stating that venues on historic Main Street could not have alcohol sales totaling more than 50% of their revenue. Soon after these changes took effect, 3 bars on Main closed down, including RT Wyler's and Robbie's. Critics say college students going to these bars cause issues such as public drunkenness, fighting, and public urination. Supporters of the latest plan, these problems have subsided and hope to loosen some of the restrictions. The City Council is expected to vote on the plan Tuesday night.
A teacher from McClure High School is being held on charges of sexual contact with a student. The Florissant Police Department arrested 29-year-old Willie Williams on Friday after they got a tip that he had inappropriate conversation with a student on social media. Williams is being held on a $50,000 bond.
More traffic troubles are here for St. Charles area drivers as construction on Blanchette Bridge began Monday morning. The Missouri Department of Transportation says that work on the bridge is scheduled to last until November. MoDOT also suggests drivers use Route 370, 364, or I-74 to avoid the expected slowdowns. The budget for the project is $33 million and will involve closing multi-lanes in either direction, depending on the time of the day. For more information, head to the MO.gov website.
Straight ahead on LUTV News.
An update on the coronavirus and the recent evacuation of Americans from a cruise ship after being stranded for over a week. Can we get strawberries?
Okay.
Lindenwood University recently opened a new facility designed to assist students with issues of diversity and inclusion. I had the opportunity to visit and ask some students thought about the new addition. Lindenwood University New Center for Diversity and Inclusion opened its doors on January 21st this year. The CDI is a new Lindenwood resource for students, staff, and faculty on issues of equity and integration. The center's main focus is to enhance the identities of first-generation, gender, international, LGBTQ, and multicultural experiences on campus.
I think that this center provides the message that they welcome everyone, regardless of age, race, ethnicity, sexuality, gender identity. They welcome anyone into this space to freely discuss and freely be themselves without the fear of judgment.
Jennifer Espalaza is the coordinator for the center and will serve as a central hub for diversity, equity, and inclusion events and programs.
My mission for the Center for Diversity and Inclusion, it's to help people feel valued, the students along with staff and faculty. It's to help them just have a space that's welcoming, and it's to create just a healthy level of community, and then that way they always have a place to go.
The CDI is located at Evans Commons in the room 3110, which also hosts the university's new Little Free Pantry for students in need. For LUTV News, I'm Katie Hackman.
Country music singer Daniel Lee Martin was found dead in his home with a gunshot wound to the head. Police found his body on Friday as they tried to serve him warrants related to 9 sexual abuse charges. The 54-year-old singer is most well known for his songs All That I Am and On My Way to You. The coronavirus numbers are still on the rise as more than 71,000 are infected worldwide. Most of those cases are in China, but this virus is affecting more Americans every day. The Diamond Princess cruise ship has been docked off of Yokohama, Japan since February 3rd and has the largest concentration of the virus outside mainland China. More than 300 Americans have been evacuated from the ship and will endure a 2-week quarantine period to help ensure the virus isn't spread. The virus has killed nearly 1,800 people as of Monday morning.
A Missouri farmer received $265 million in a weed killer lawsuit on Saturday. This award comes after the jury awarded $15 million in actual damages to Bill Bader. He's Missouri's largest peach farmer. The 3-week trial was the first case in the United States to rule on the use of dicamba-based herbicides. They are alleged to have damaged tens of thousands of acres of U.S. crops. Bader sued chemical giants Bayer and BASF for destroying his peach orchards. At least 140 similar cases head to the U.S. court later this year. Samsung takes folding phones mainstream with the new Galaxy Z Flip. Samsung officially launched its second-generation foldable phone on February 13. The Samsung Z Flip comes with a price tag over $1,300. The phone is a follow-up to the controversial Galaxy Fold. That's the company's first folding phone, which was recalled due to dirt collecting underneath the screen. Samsung says the Z Flip features an advanced compact design, an innovative ultra-thin folding glass display that flips to almost half its size.
Well, hopefully they made the new phone waterproof because it looks like the wet weather continues today. What can you tell us about the rest of this week's weather, Joey?
This week will be a roller coaster of highs and lows. I will explain when we come back.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
You know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Opiates has taken everything and everyone I've ever loved away from me. Everything. I blew my ankle out and I got prescribed pain pills by my doctor. If making my story public is gonna help somebody, I'm all for it. I just wish I would have had a warning.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Welcome back. A series of low-pressure boundaries are making their way north through the Midwest and Great Lakes regions of the United States. There are a couple of high-pressure systems out west that will bring with them a blast of cold air as they move across the country. That means we are likely in store for some colder weather later this week. Hope you grabbed your umbrella when you left this morning because rain is currently falling in St. Louis County. In St. Louis, it's currently 46, and in Maryland Heights, it's 48. In St. Charles, it's also raining and currently 45 degrees. Further west, it's 46 and rainy in O'Fallon. St. Peter's is the only city staying dry with partly cloudy skies and currently 48 degrees. Taking a look at the 5-day forecast, more rain is likely Monday night with a low around 34. Clouds will remain in the area tomorrow and we will cool down with a little bit of a high of 40. The clouds start to clear Tuesday night with a low around 24. Wednesday brings sunshine and similar temperatures to the area. Sunshine continues into Thursday, but it's going to be chilly with temperatures hovering right around freezing. We end the week on a better note, though, with sunshine and temperatures rising to near 40 degrees. That's a look at your forecast. Hope you'll be able to ride out this week's weather. Back to you, Seth.
Thanks, Joey. America's greatest race was postponed on Sunday. The Daytona 500 saw rain on and off all day Sunday. Drivers were only able to complete 20 laps before the race was called off. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. led the pack for the entirety of the 20 laps after being first in qualifying. President Trump was there and said a few words to the crowd.
Daytona 500 is a legendary display of roaring engines, soaring spirits of the American skill, speed, and power that we've been hearing about for so many years. The tens of thousands of patriots here today have come for the fast cars and the world-class motorsports. But NASCAR fans never forget that no matter who wins the race, what matters most is God, family, and country.
After his speech in the mandatory Start Your Engines, President Trump then took a lap in the presidential limo as a pace car. Soon after the president's limo left the track, the official pace car pulled off into the pit lane and the race was underway, at least for 20 laps. The Daytona 500 is rescheduled for Monday at 4 p.m. Did you get a chance to watch the Blues game last night, Catherine?
No, I didn't, but I heard that the Blues lose again. Nicole has the latest on the sports.
Yes, Catherine. The Blues finished up their home series with Nashville Sunday afternoon. Find out if St. Louis got back in the win column when we return.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him. He's got to come home with me. Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Welcome back. It's been an exciting weekend for sports. Let's take a look at what happened. The St. Louis Blues could not snap their losing streak Sunday afternoon in Nashville. The Predators lit the lamp first when Craig Smith found a loose puck at the side of the net and put it past Blues goaltender Jordan Binnington. 3 minutes later, with chaos in front of the net, the Blues tied the game when Tyler Bozak's pass through the slot goes off of Nashville Dan's Hamhuis and into the back of the net. The Predators will add one more goal late in the third period. The Blues will look to end their 5-game losing streak when they host the New Jersey Devils Tuesday night. The St. Louis Battlehawks suffered their first defeat on the road against the Houston Roughnecks on Sunday. The Roughnecks struck first with an early field goal, but Battlehawks running back Matt Jones will get the visitors on the board with a 30-yard run to the end zone. The Roughnecks will answer back 3 minutes later when quarterback P.J. Walker threw a bullet to wide receiver Cam Phillips for the score. They will stretch the lead to 21-6 at the end of the half. The Battlehawks will attempt a second-half comeback, scoring 3 touchdowns to narrow the gap, but it wasn't enough to come away with the win. The Roughnecks take this one with a final score of 28-24. The Lindenwood baseball team swept Ohio Dominican in their home opening weekend. The dominant Lions pitch staff had not allowed a run in 34 consecutive innings. Blake Beckman gave the team a quality 7 innings pitch in Game 1. He struck out 6 batters while only allowing 6 hits. Standing out for the Lions offensively was third baseman Bo Collier. He went 4 for 8 with a triple over the weekend and drove in 4 runs. Lindenwood improves to 5-1 on this season. The Lions will host Northwood University in a 3-game series starting at 1 p.m. on Friday at the Lowbrook Sports Complex. Over the weekend, the NBA and the City of Chicago hosted the 2020 All-Star Game. Winners included Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat in the skill competition, Buddy Hield of the Sacramento Kings in the three-point contest, and for the second time in his career, Orlando Magic's Aaron Gordon was snubbed for the dunk contest, falling to the Heat's Derrick Jones Jr. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver announced that the All-Star Game Most Valuable Player Award will be renamed this year, as well as to the Kobe Bryant Award, honoring the recently passed legend. The captains this year were Los Angeles Lakers' LeBron James and Milwaukee Bucks' Giannis Antetokounmpo, and their teams kept one of the most entertaining All-Star games from beginning to end. With new rules this season, the first team to 157 points determined the winner, and Teams LeBron was crowned champion after a free throw from Lakers' Anthony Davis. The Kobe Bryant Award was given to Kawhi Leonard of the Los Angeles Clippers, and he had this to say.
A lot to me. Words can't even explain. Just making this the first Kobe Bryant MVP trophy You know, I want to thank Kobe for everything he done for me, all the long talks and workouts. You know, thank you. This one for him.
That's all for sports. Back to you, Sid.
Some exciting news for movie fans this week as Harrison Ford confirms a 5th installment of the Indiana Jones series. Ford has been the star of the series since his debut in 1981's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Its most recent outing, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, hit screens back in 2008. The 77-year-old confirmed on the Ellen DeGeneres show that filming would begin this summer. Keep your fedora and bullwhip ready and your eyes peeled for news on the release date and title in the near future. That's it for this edition of LUTV News. I'm Seth Chilcutt.
I'm Catherine Hackelman. Thank you for joining us.